recorded. Gary, you
Yeah,
get
let's
started,
jump in.
please.
Welcome everybody to live training. So good to see you here. We got a great group today. Um, let's start off. We've already had a couple of questions pre-meeting, so we're going to open it up to questions right now. Anything anybody wants to talk about before we get started and start showing you some stuff in the system? Eva,
Uh, maybe,
Michael, anybody?
maybe I just like to ask
Melanie.
where I can find the video of our meeting. I checked the YouTube, but I couldn't find it.
I noticed,
Good.
and I
Yeah.
think it was you or Michael that said I can't see the videos yet, and I checked and I forgot to upload them to YouTube. So it's my fault. I just
you.
did, and we'll set them live. And by the end of today, there'll be all the trainings, including the walkthroughs with the people that we already helped build the marketing strategy. They are also live on YouTube. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Feather. We did it for you because you're the regulars. Melanie, feel free to book a call. I give you the link while Gary is talking.
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. We've done a few of them and they've gone really well. It gives you a lot to work with, a lot of material, a lot of content, a lot of structure. So it's pretty awesome. I think
Hey Gary, I don't know if you remember, but I had a question. We had an issue with the backgrounds, so I'm kind of confused because I thought you said there was a place to upload like 8 to 10 pictures of yourself so that they could recognize, but the thing that we went to was just for prompts. So I don't know if what I'm talking about is a separate app.
Yeah, for sure. Christine, you want to share your screen and jump into that right there? I think we're talking about the AI avatar spokesperson, right?
The spokesperson?
Or the photo booth, AI avatar photo booth, probably, right?
Let's have a look.
To plug the pictures in, the 8 pictures, 8 to 30 pictures to create your own AI avatar.
Right, there is here, that's a photo booth. We call it photo shoot. And what it does is you can train your model. When you train your model, you select the gender, the name, a handle, and upload images, 8 to 30. So you need to, of course, confirm that they belong to you or you have permission to use them, right? It's not legal to create an image of somebody else, a person. Now, once you trained a model, you just want to generate an image, and then you can click here. I trained it on Yoda because I like fun. And I have a puppet, a Walmart puppet that I trained as a model to show off. And what did I use it as demo? What did I name it? Should be somewhere here. I'll find it. My computer is slow. Select training data. There we go. And it's probably still in default, but it's AI Yoda I had to get. Let me see. It's a little slow. Ah, there he is. So what we did is we trained Yoda. We called it AI Yoda. Now we can't publish it too much, and it is just an image. And what you do once you have it trained, you can do all those little pictures with the same puppet. See that? And it's all from one image, from one puppet, from the 8 to 30 images. And I'll show you actually the puppet.
Yeah, once you create your avatar, then you can plug it into any situation you want. So I think you were in the prompt generator, which will give you prompt ideas for these pictures.
Here is, just for comparison, this is the puppet I used here. See, that's a Walmart puppet. So you can use images of yourself. I took pictures just for demo purposes.
Yeah, we just weren't clicking on train your model. I found it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
And there's a low cost and there's a better model that costs, I think, $6. The other one costs $5 or something like that. It's a little bit more. The one I'm using, where I'm in my evening gown in Taj Mahal on the New York, that is another one. And the AI image generator, let me show that when you have, there's a little trick to it. And I think, I don't know if it was you or somebody had a problem with that. Let me show that too. Because we made a prompt generator for that. Because if you want a nice picture, of course, you need to have an image prompt here, right? And how do you do that? You do that by using the AI photo shoot prompt. I always search for prompt. We have 2 prompt generator that helps you. The one makes just images for any language model. And just for a service, we put that in. It's not perfect, but it works well. And here's the prompt crafter for AI photo shoots. And this is actually trained to create one. And what you put in here is a general image description. You can use the output from the other app, or you can put an image description in it. And this is the AI photo shoot model name. It has to be at and your name. So you have to train the model first. You see AI Yoda. This is the image model name. Otherwise,
so when you create an image, it creates a handle for you. So that handle, the at handle is what you're going to use to plug in for any of your pictures that you're using that model for.
Thank you. Exactly. So once you have a prompt, see, that's the astronaut, and you can do anything what you want. And you can even add a text overlay. I should make that optional. I think we didn't. This is what
Yeah, I think optional is good.
And when you look back at the photo shoot, photo booth, you can see that when you make it, it asks you to create a name. And then here is where you put your image idea in. That's a prompt, right? And you see how the image model is in here. It needs a name because the image idea has to be, the name of the model has to be in it or it won't work. And then you get nice images like it's a little bit tricky. If you want to do that of yourself and you struggle, please book a support meeting. The link on the top of the AI, Easy AI system should work. I'll show you in case you didn't see it right away. Let me show you. Here on top, see that? Support call. It should lead you to, let's try it. To the free call, yes. And that is the same free call that you can book. Anybody can, that is in the system, to get the customer avatar marketing strategy and content plan. That is our main service call, where within our availability, we help you create all that or whatever you need to get ahead, right, Gary?
That's right.
Yeah, because if you don't have your custom AI avatar and your marketing strategy and the content plan yet, get that first. And then if you need it and we have availability, book another one. I think we do 2 a week maximum because, hey. And
Yeah, speaking of that, Christine, can you share your screen again and kind of show us, let's go over some of that so they can see what we're talking about there. For those
great
that
idea.
haven't joined, like Melanie, for instance.
That's a great idea. Let me grab the AI avatar first for those that haven't seen it yet. Avatar. Okay, here's an example. And by the way, Michael, I scraped yours now on a sheet and I'll send it to you after the meeting, okay? I promised it to you. And everybody that doesn't have it yet, their marketing strategy, I forget, send me an SMS, or best on email or Facebook message or something, and make sure I send it to you. You want to have that. Okay, let me share the screen. This is an avatar. I'll show you the input. Gary, can you explain what it does? Because he's the expert, right?
There it is. Just came up, took a while. There's a little
Oh, yeah.
lag from Nova Scotia. Yes. ICP, ideal client profile, avatar. This is so important. I think you guys all know, we always stress this one. This is where, you want to start everything because you want to know who exactly you're talking to. Who's your market? Who's your target audience? When you know who you're speaking to, you can craft a more more specific message tailored to that group. So you know where this will give you their communication preferences. For instance, your target market might like email more than Facebook, or you got to find out where they're hanging out. Where are you going to even post your content at? And this gives you a nice breakdown of your ideal client. So this is where everything starts. This helps you build your marketing strategy, and it gives you a really detailed overview of who you're speaking to.
Now,
And
what input, and we should explain that, because when we went with it with a client the other day, I think they were not clear about what input is desired. So the profession is what you do, not what your clients do.
right, good point.
And what is your specialty? Because the avatar creator takes what you do and puts it together and amalgamates it, throws it in the AI washing machine, and puts out a laundry list of your ideal client avatar features, people that would resonate well with your market and the specific things you do. And you can repeat that. This is released to the AI wellness universe because sometimes people change the avatar and say, well, I noticed that really the people I want to market to, my ideal clients, are not women, they are men, or vice versa. So you can change it. You can change your business model. You can start local and then go and do digital, whatever you need.
And
Okay.
you can have multiple avatars as well.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. And I see a few people had to run in meetings, and we get that. And there will be a recording for those who miss it. Thankfully, we thought about that. Thank you, Eva. You reminded. Okay. What do you get for output?
And as always, if you notice at the top there where it says inputs with the little arrow there, that's where you have the information you put in the beginning. So you always have that as well, so you don't forget how you created it or what you inputted to create that avatar. So that's pretty helpful to know. That's
It's
at the top
great,
of all the
especially
apps.
when you change it and you can check, oh no, this was not correct. No wonder I didn't get the right output. You can check what you put in so you can change it and just recreate it.
Yes, and always remember you can edit everything. The little pencil right there, and you can edit this and you can change things or add to it depending on what, AI isn't going to be 100% accurate all the time. It gives you good ideas, and of course you're the final boss on that. So you make the final edits and make it however you want to make it. I think that's important.
So this is the output. It spits out, gives you pain points. And pain points is what we market to on social media that attracts them. Are you
Yes, pain
sleepless
points
at
are important.
midnight? Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
overwhelmed with tech? You don't understand the word, marketing jargon, whatever you want to use. That's for Mikey, he knows it better. Then you can ask the questions, and you can definitely use the question generator inside the system to create question, right? You can use this one and throw it in the question generator for social media posts. Perfect. Makes it really easy to create
Super
targeted
easy.
content.
Yep.
Okay. And then, oh, Gary, let's show this is a new app that we did. We sweated over that for weeks. Here's the input. You just copy and paste the output from the AI avatar. And we do that when you're on a call with us together because that's a little more complicated. There's a lot of corrections we need to do with that. Just a second. Gary, go on, please.
Yeah, so this is super good. Super easy. Copy and paste from the Ideal Avatar app for your ideal client, plug it into here, and then you can start building your market strategy with this app. And this app is amazing. It'll give you so much information, so much to work with, build your strategy out. So many great ideas. You'll be amazed that you'll start actually thinking of things that you didn't even know were in there, that you had already present. A lot of times we have things, that are just in our brain somewhere that we can't pull out. Well, sometimes I think for me anyway, with AI, it gives me so many different ideas, and then it really gets my brain going and starts clicking, and I start thinking all these different things. Um, and I think that's important because a lot of times I run into those blocks with creativity where I just can't think of what I want to maybe post about or talk about. And then when I use the AI, it gives me ideas, and then it really kicks my brain into overdrive, and then I come up with my own stuff as well. And then you can edit the AI and make it your own. So I think that's pretty cool. So this marketing strategy wizard is super valuable. I think you'll get a lot from it. And Christine's back, so she can show you a little more and dig in a little deeper and see what you get. Business summary.
Muted. Messaging offers strategy. It gives recommendations. Now, don't worry about the spelling. We are working on improving that. Marketing channels, and you get a 90-day action plan here. That's an overview, high-level overview, 90-day. And then you throw the output of this one, just copy it with this one, and then paste it. We'll do that together with you on the call. Paste it in the content marketing wizard. Right? And when you see that there's the input here, that's exactly the output. And then it gives you a content marketing strategy overview, target audience content preferences. It gives you 4 content pillars and themes that it deems perfect for you. Now, of course, change it to your liking. And then a calendar framework, content formats and distribution channels recommendations. Don't take AI for gospel, it's not. Lead generation content tactics, visual brand guidelines, unless you already have a brand. You can actually throw the brand generator. If you have used the brand up here in the system, it will, we can add that, but you can just change it. Content tone, what tone it recommends, feel free to change it. How do you measure your performance? Now, this is so crucial. Gary, you're a specialist in the key KPIs. You just did an awesome video about it. Tell us a little bit about that. It's so important and nobody does it. And hardly anybody does it, except Michael. He said he likes numbers.
Right, yeah. Analytics, KPIs, key performance indicators. Very important. I think it's so important to measure and track everything. If you don't, how do you know what's working, right? You don't want to just be throwing stuff out there and wasting your time if nothing's working. And if you're not measuring it and tracking it, then you have no idea. So it goes back to the old throwing spaghetti against the wall thing and seeing what sticks. And you can waste a lot of time and effort doing that. You want to know what's working. So KPIs are huge. You need to know what to measure, what to track, and then you know what's working, and then you're focusing your time in the right areas.
And I really like spaghetti and tomato sauce. So when I use that metaphor, throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing if it sticks, I said, that you need to do, but switch up the recipes for the spaghetti and for the tomato sauce, and then measure which recipe sticks the best. That's exactly what we do with the KPI. And in our Purpose to Profit program, we have a sample a sheet, an Excel or Google sheet that Gary made where that you can just use to track it. It's a, I think it's a sample tracker template. Pretty good. We use it
Yeah, it's very
ourselves.
helpful.
And then
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's important to talk about. You know, you do have to throw the spaghetti against the wall, but if you're not measuring and tracking, then you don't know, which recipe was the correct one, right? So that's where KPIs come in, and I think that's really important. It'll save you so much time and effort because you can get to what's working quicker, and then you could focus your energy and time there where it's
Yeah,
important.
what I liked is you guys talking about how you have to throw it till it sticks.
Yeah, you got to see what sticks, right? And if you're not measuring it, you're not knowing what's sticking. If you're not tracking it and measuring, so.
I found that usually when we throw spaghetti against the wall, figuratively speaking, there are several things that stick for a little bit, but some things stick better than others. So there's where the measuring comes in. I mean, if it doesn't
Yes.
stick at all, yeah, okay, discard it, throw it in the garbage. But those who stick, you need to measure how long they stick, how much surface they cover on the wall, so figuratively speaking, and what a nice, if it's a nice red spot that you actually like on your wall, right? It all has to come together. I like comparisons. I'm a cook and I like spaghetti. And of course, you can add some maybe hamburger, you can add some onions, some garlic, and some herbs to it, right? It makes it more interesting, and your audience will tell you which recipe they like best, with onions or without it.
That's right. There's so many different things to try, and you have to try everything, and you have to test everything to find out what's working.
Yeah. So once you have something that works at least a little bit, and by the way, it's relatively fast that you see whether it works or not. If you test 100 people and send to them a message and nobody takes it up, that's a no stick. And ideally, you have 10 or 20 opt-ins. That's perfect. If you have just a landing page, what's the area, what's the ratio now? It's gone down because people are distracted, they are confused, they're overwhelmed. I think the opt-in rates for a good landing page now is around 3%, realistically.
Yeah, everything's pretty low right now. I think, attention spans, people are just overstimulated with so much going on in the world that people are finding it hard to focus. So when you can find something that grabs attention and you're getting some engagement, you want to stick with that.
Sometimes it's easier to use direct messaging. We talk about that in our program, and we have apps that help you to formulate DM messages. You can use them for any platform. They're specifically good for LinkedIn, but they also work for Facebook. I haven't tried them on Instagram. I personally don't like it. I'm not, but it has a lot of conversions, so I should learn Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is really popular right now, and I think everybody has their preference on which platform they're using, but it's good to get on as many as you can. I
Now,
think
what's really
because it
good
takes so
about
many touches these days to get people to actually take action. And so
right.
if you're going to get 10 to 15 touches, you need to be in multiple channels.
Exactly. What I really like about this content marketing planner is it gives you actually a number of potential blog posts for you to have as ideas to start with. And it tells you what to do with it. Pillar 1, video reel, Facebook and YouTube drives checklist opt-ins. Of course, you can add a blog post if you like to write blog posts. It gives you a recommendation based on your preferences. When your preference is writing, it recommends that you write a blog post and put then a video that leads people to your blog post with the opt-in. When you prefer video, it gives you a slightly different strategy. For example, Reels, because Reels have a higher tap or click rate. But then you have to know that you use a reel and add a call to action to a reel, because otherwise they just watch and say, oh, that's great, and do nothing. And that's not helpful.
And also, I'd like to mention, if you haven't gone to our YouTube channel yet, you need to go there and subscribe. We have videos on all this stuff. We have videos on optimizing your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook profile, how
Hello,
to
beautiful soul.
create content on those different platforms. And we walk you through it and tell you different strategies and what's working and what doesn't. So you can find all that information on YouTube. Oh, there, Christine brought up the YouTube. There you go. So much information on there, tons of videos, tons of valuable content on there. Very informative, I think, and really help you with your social media
Now,
content and marketing plan.
just for your information, this is an AI avatar video. This is not me talking.
Yeah, that video there is Christine's AI avatar. It's really good.
It's very similar to me. Yeah, and it's not me. I trained it. Our audience has the option to do that. It's not that expensive. I think it's about $100 to make the avatar and then about $2 or $3 to make a video.
I
Yeah.
think this is super helpful if you don't like going on camera, you're not comfortable recording videos. I mean, you can create your own avatar and have it do all the work for you. So how cool is that? It's like
And
having a clone of yourself, right? Here, go do the videos for me. Thank you.
And this is a more lively system than the other one, because in the easy AI system, of course, we have the, what is it, the AI spokesperson one, where Rudy the dog is talking, and the avocado, the talking stomach, is very popular on YouTube. And of course, some scientists are very popular on YouTube and talking. Benjamin Franklin was talking. You can let anybody talk, right? And that's part of
can-
the AI
Right,
system.
you can
do
create
it.
any image idea you have, you can create it and animate it. You can make it into a speaking avatar, anything. I did a laptop,
Yeah, that's a good one.
speaking, flower. Christine's done different historical figures, her dog. I mean, you can make anything animated and speak on your behalf if you want. And it's a good attention getter and gets you great exposure out there because people seem to like those, and it's interesting, right? I think Christine made a strawberry and a tomato, Tommy the tomato or something like that, the avocado, the carrot. Yeah, you can do anything. It's cool. We had a talking book, I think, for one of our writing events. Yeah, so you can get really
And
creative with it.
the frustrating part for me was the AI videos are more popular than the ones where I am there myself speaking. Uh, and it's really true. Some people like AI avatars, especially for advertising or attention grabbers, they are much more powerful as when you as a human say something. Now, that of course needs to lead to a landing page where you yourself talk. So you need to take them from the avatar. The avatar can say something about your product, about you, and then you can take them to you and you get the attention grabbing. But then they say, well, this is Rudy the dog, and I love Dr. Christine because she is so good in brain health. She even fixed my brain, and I was a nasty dog and bit everybody. She can do that with humans. So if your husband bites you, click here and talk with her and she'll help you. Example for somebody that helps people with relationship issues, right? If you need help having that done, I have so much fun. I'll do that for free if you let me tape it. I
There
just,
you go. That's a great offer.
oh yeah, take me up. I have all kinds of good offers. I love people. I love having fun. And if we can combine business and fun, oh my God, and helping people, that's the trifecta of bliss.
There you go. I like that. The trifecta. Yes, it
The
is
bliss
good.
trifecta, the business bliss trifecta. Now, that's a good term, Gary. Make a video about that. Oh my God.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
we
do
have
you
too
want to
much
talk
fun
about?
doing what we're doing. We like, working with all of you on a daily basis. It's fun and it's exciting, and to see people grow and make progress. I mean, we see it every day. So I love what I'm doing on a daily basis. Life is good.
So let's maybe show off who has tried the question generators yet? Anybody? And the social media message generators yet?
I'd love to
Because
hear the question generator. That sounds really enticing because I just, in my landing page, registration page, I put questions and I was just thinking, I'm just thinking them up. It would be great to have help thinking them
yes,
up.
absolutely. Now for landing pages, we actually recommend our web apps. Let me just show you what we use for our landing pages to create scroll stopping copy. We'll go here where that's marketing and sales. Let's go in web funnels. Magic hooks for sales. So you
I
can
love this
enter
app.
text or website. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see
Yeah.
it. This is such a great
And you
app
can
too.
have balance, positive, negative. You can have inspirational, length, creativity, emojis, and you can tell them what you want. And you can actually add instruction and say you want questions. But those are hooks that go well on top of a landing page, just for an idea. Then the next thing, of course, is the SEO optimized intro. That is great for blog posts. I use it all the time because it actually gives you not just SEO, but also AEO, optimized part for LLMs. They now want kind of an FAQ section. So we recommend using first the better benefit star because it's a prerequisite to then use better benefits. Look at those benefits. You need those. What's the benefit of your program? Get more clients, an explanation why you can effortlessly expand with AI-generated targeted leads tailored to your coaching niche. That's what they want, book appointment, blah, blah. FAQ does it automatically based on the benefits it generated. And FAQs is no longer optional. Any landing page that you want to show off in the search results of any search engine, conventional or ChatGPT, Gemini Cloud, or whatever you use, needs FAQs. And now we just learned, Gary and I talked about that the weekend, right? That the modern search engines, they don't crawl your whole blog post anymore. They just look on the top third. So we started to put a FAQ section on the top and then a second FAQ section on the bottom. Because as you know, and if you need help with the FAQs, we use Ubersuggest to generate the keywords or find keywords that actually have a chance of ranking. And then we use the Answer the Public to get the questions that your audience is asking, because Neil Patel lists them there. That's not in our AI wellness universe. That is a separate system that you can buy from Neil Patel. There's a free version to start with, and we highly recommend that. Answer the Public, and about twice a year, he gives you a lifetime deal. It's about $300. I got both as a lifetime deal. They are so worth it. So this is Answer the Public, is the one to search for, and the other one is Ubersuggest. And they are both by Neil Patel. And they both have a free version to start with.
I love that. But Michael just put in the chat.
Oh,
That is so true.
yeah. And even if you don't buy never anything from him, just get on his mailing list, because his emails and his webinars are so valuable. That's the reason I watched several of his webinars, and I learned so much about SEO, about marketing. That's why my docchristine.com email website in 10 years went on page 1 on Google. Without Neil Patel, I would have not known how to do that. So he's
Right. I
amazing.
think it's so important to mention what Mike put in the chat there is, you know, the information age, all the information is out there. You can find the answers to anything anymore. The sticking point is implementation. People aren't taking action with the information. People are stuck in that learning trap where they're just trying to learn everything, and then that's all they're doing is learning. They're never taking action, putting it into action. So got to implement the things you learn, and that's where we are now. You can learn anything, you can get the information on anything, find out how to put that action into movement.
And we said a year ago when we started, we said all the answers to all the knowledge is free, available on Google and similar chat engines, all the knowledge of the world. But only those who ask the right questions get answers that are actually valuable for them, because otherwise you get junk. You can ask Google a question, and I showed it actually in one of the videos, and you get 5,747 somewhat answers. And if you didn't ask the right questions, none of the answers that you're looking for is on page 1. And you waste your time going through 30, 40 pages. Most people give up after page 2 or even earlier. Hardly anybody looks on page 3. So if your blog is not visible with the right question on at least the first 3 pages, you already lost when it comes to search engines. Now, there's other methods to get your content in front of people, of course, and live events is still one of the best, because when the people are in their seats watching you, they can't do much else. At least they can click away. They can still go on your phone when it's boring. So make it interesting so they don't feel tempted to check their phone. I still remember watching a live presentation about nutrition. It was a very interesting topic. I really wanted to hear it. It was very well, the content was excellent. The presentation was miserable. So I watched it, the slides were overloaded, and after about 10 minutes, about half the audience were playing on their phone. And it was really good content. So please, if you ever do a presentation, no more than 3 bullet points on a slide. Put images, as many as you can, instead of text. The fewer words, the better. Sometimes an image is better than any text, and you talk with a picture, sets the tone, the emotional tone, and then, for example, you want to talk about anxiety, show the picture of Edgar Munch, the scream. The audience thinks, oh my God. And then you talk about anxiety and about how havening would have helped Edward Monk to help to feel better, right? So those are potential options come to mind. Be creative, use imagery. You will get a better effect with audiences of today that are totally overwhelmed, distracted. And as soon as they get bored, they have their phones to go to.
That's right. Awesome. Did you show everything you wanted to show, Christine? Are you
I
done
think
sharing
we
the
wanted to
screen?
look at those. Did we want to see the question generators? I can quickly. We have still 10 minutes. Do you want me to?
Yes, we have 10 minutes. We do have a
Okay.
hard stop, though. We have a 9 o'clock appointment, so
Yes,
like 10 minutes will give us 3 minutes early to
a 1
wrap up.
o'clock appointment for me. Now, you know, the Facebook, LinkedIn post, Instagram post, generator, business coach. I'm not talking about those. Event Wizard is quite helpful. When you want event copy, I did my latest LinkedIn event with that. YouTube video title and description. It's quite nice. And wellness sales question generator. All you need to put in is your product or service. And if you know it, your avatar, it's optional. So what was the input for that? 90-day online program. Reclaim your energy.
What would you put in that avatar space, Christine? Do you put the entire...
Now, I would only put the gist of it. For example, here was women over 45 struggling with exhaustion, brain fog, and emotional overwhelm.
Perfect.
And that's perfect. And then you can say questions. When you're feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, what are the first signs you notice and how do you typically respond? That's an open-ended question that asks for a comment. And as you know, on social media, when your post gets comments, it ranks higher in the algorithm of the social media. The more comments, the higher. That's why many people misuse social media to post very controversial content, especially political content, and then it just lights up and the algorithm is happy. Now, this is a good one too, the objection crusher, right? If you do direct outreach and you talk to people on LinkedIn or wherever, and they say, no, I can't afford it, right? It's too expensive. And here's an answer. Works for sales calls especially well when somebody tells you, for example, oh no, we have another system, we are not ready to switch. Depends on your product, right? And here's the approach to guiding the conversation positively. It works. What did I do here? Yeah, it's too expensive again. We are not ready to switch. Could politely, depends. Now we have here a sales pitch creator that gives you the whole sales pitch. And what is that for here? The gut restoration protocol, right? I wrote the book about that. Are you tired of feeling sluggish? Blah, blah. That's the pitch. You can use it as a social media post. You can use it on a website, on a video. It makes a great video title. Be creative. Here's a sales video script creator. Inputs. And it tells you what it does. And there's a script. And it starts with a hook. Do you ever find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., frustrated, exhausted, and wondering if tonight will finally be the night you'll get a good night's sleep? Now, this is somebody that is longing for a good sleep there. If you offer a sleep repair service, that's perfect. Or a supplement that helps with sleep, that really illustrates the pain, right? You lay at night, you look at the watch, you watch the minutes, and the time goes by, and you want to fall asleep. Of course, the wrong approach. If you want to fall asleep, you'll stay awake, but that's where they need you for, right? Or the supplement. If you're a woman, you're not alone, right? It makes it, the right sequence is important. First, agitate the pain. Then say, okay, feel, felt, found approach. Yeah, I know how you feel. You're not alone. Sleepless nights become all too common, leaving us drained, foggy, blah, blah. The truth is, and then you tell him the truth is, that's why. Yeah, you tell them why it is, and it relates to your product or service. The AI makes it. But here's something you may not know. There's a surprise that pulls them deeper into your story. It's a story that it creates. AI is really good in creating stories if it's prompted properly. That's why we did that. You don't have to simply accept these sleepless nights, right, as your new normal. There's a few powerful steps. It gives them basic step. And now, and for women looking to sort their natural sleep cycles even further, there are gentle, non-invasive solutions that go beyond routines and supplement. And there we go. I think we did that for you, Eva. That's where LifeWave patches come in, right? It really pulls them slowly into the direction. Hey, there's another solution you could try. It's just try. And it says, imagine. It is totally compliant. It doesn't tell you you will sleep like a baby 100% because it's just not true. It's no guarantees like everything in life. But it tells them the benefits, and it tells them, and it's all about benefits. Don't lead them with features. Nobody cares about the features. They buy because of the emotion. Once they're bought, they need the reasons to confirm that they made the right decision. That's how people work, right? Gary trained me that. He said, that's how it is in sales, he said.
That's right. What's that station everybody's tuned to?
The WTFF. No, WIIFN, sorry.
Yes.
Ever
What's
heard
in it
of
for
that
me,
radio
right?
station? We all listen
What's
to
in it
it
for me?
all day. Who hasn't heard of radio WIIFN? FM, sorry. WII, it's FM. There, it's a radio
What's
station.
in it for me? That's what everybody
Yes.
wants to know. What's in it for them, right? What's it going to do for me? How's it going to help me? That's what they want.
All your customers listen to this radio station 24/7. Us people listen to this radio station 24/7. It's just a fun way of explaining it. Feel free to take everything we say and use it for your audience if it fits. We don't mind. Absolutely not.
No, not at all. That's we've done a lot of the heavy lifting for you. We found what works, what doesn't work. We've done all that trial and error. So now we can save you time and effort by telling you what works so you don't waste your time on the things that don't work.
There, social media post comment creator. We have one with no emojis, and that is perfect for LinkedIn. So if somebody posts and you don't want to bother and say, what do I comment on that makes sense? Here it is. Just put your product and service, your avatar, and then put the post copy in it that you want to comment on. Now the post copy is by somebody else. And if you comment on somebody else's comment, they say, oh my God, that makes so much sense. He took the time to comment on it. Wow. It's even better when you use the article review one.
Oh,
You
there
just
it is.
copy and paste the whole LinkedIn article in it, and it creates a very thoughtful comment that people really love.
5 minutes, Christine.
Okay.
5 minutes.
And The last one is, no, there's two more. The social media lead generator, and this one actually leads over to offer them about the lead magnet and created curiosity by offering to share it. And you can do that here. Did I do one here? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work properly yet. We have to fix it. Social media polls are quite nice on thing. And here, of course, sales pitch deck. Quote ideas are great for social media. Just put them into an image. I just sometimes just take the whole sentence and put it in an image generator. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You just pick the emotion to convey that you want your quote to convey and how you want your audience to feel when they read the quote. And it creates totally organic, original quotes. Your quotes, you can use them, you can call them yourself, nobody cares. And of course, engagement questions, they're very helpful. If you could give one piece of advice to someone feeling anxious about going back to school, what would it be? I need to answer that. I have an answer to that. Everybody wants to hear themselves talk.
There you go. That's right. So that was a good overview of some of the apps that we offer in the system. There's so much more. So come back next week and we'll look at some other things. And of course, we'll answer any of your questions that you have from the week. It's great to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are all amazing. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.